Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading. So in this reading, we're going to be looking at what's next in love for you. So all you need to do is choose one of these three piles. We have pile 1 with the clear quartz, pile 2 with the hematite, and then pile 3 with the opalite. So take as long as you need to make your choice. Feel free to pause the video here if you need to take a few moments. Make sure you get nice and relaxed and comfortable, and when you're ready, we'll get into your reading. And if you would like to book a custom reading with me, the link is also below. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number 1. Let's take a look at what is next in love for you. What is next in love? Okay, group 1, what is next in love? What's coming next in love for you? Okay, we have Daughter Romance, but it's reversed. Interesting. What's coming next in love for you? The Thinking Man. Action. Ooh, Envy. Goodness me. Okay. Right, let's pull some star codes here. What's next in love for you, group 1? What's next in love? Okay, and just remember this is the next thing happening. The next thing in love. Doesn't mean that this is the long-term future or how things are going to remain, but just the next energy. Okay, so we've got Juno, partnership, Saturn, structure, Ceres, nurture, and then Jupiter, abundance. Okay. Group number 1, there's a lot going on here. A lot going on here. So I don't feel like your love life is going to be very slow. That's something I do see. Now, maybe it's been feeling slow. Because here with this Daughter Romance reverse, there's a sense of, there's either not a lot going on romantically right now, or you feel like maybe you're going on dates, but they're not very chivalrous, or you just don't feel like you're being wined and dined, or that maybe you're just missing a little bit of that sort of romantic edge. Now this could also be that this has come to an end because we've got partnership energy here with Juno. So this could be that maybe you're in a relationship already with somebody, or you're seeing somebody, but maybe they're not very romantic with you. Okay, or you feel like, you're not getting that side to them, or it could even be that you've just split with somebody and that's why you feel like you're not getting some kind of romance. But it's interesting that there's a couple here straight away with Juno. But then it's going to shift. There's a bombardment of weird messages coming through for you, group 1. So I don't know. We're just going to have to keep reading and see what comes through. Now, the Thinking Man reverse. This could be an air sign dominant person. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Doesn't have to be. But I do feel this person here is going to have a big impact on your love life in some way. Now, it may be that they withdraw from you. They may ghost you. They may disappear. They may not communicate very well with you or be very open with you. But I feel like they're going to be some kind of a catalyst here to drive you, or to drive you towards someone or away from them. To drive you into the arms of somebody else perhaps, or to drive other people towards you. It just feels like this disharmonious energy coming through here. But then this Saturn structure, this could be somebody you've met through work. Saturn is the elder. It's the one that implements the rules and the routine, the boundaries, puts the boundaries in place. It can be a planet of limitation, but that comes with great rewards after being very disciplined and putting in the work. Saturn will reward hard work. Okay, but you will get karmic backlash without putting in the effort. That's what Saturn return is all about. Could be you're going through a Saturn return right now, or could be somebody you're connected with is going to be. But, there's definitely a Saturnian connection here in your love life. Now, it may also be that you feel it's restricted. For instance, if Saturn is transiting in your natal chart, it could be it's going to be transiting a house, at least one house, but it could be in the 5th house, the 5th house of romance. Okay, but it could also be the 7th house of partnerships. Now, but it's not always a bad thing. Again, we can kind of get afraid of Saturn and think, oh no, it's going to limit everything and cause trouble, but it can actually create a strong foundation. Sometimes people get married when Saturn is moving through the 7th house. But it may be something comes to an end first, but then you come together with somebody new that is something that will be long lasting. You know, that's the effect of Saturn. Or you could be seeing somebody for a long time and then you decide to actually get married when Saturn is transiting yours or your partner's 7th house. So it'd be interesting to note where it is in your natal chart currently. But then look, we've got this action, because I feel like this is very much like inaction. This feels like not a lot is really happening. But then here it's like a flip. There's a change, flipping the switch. Action is progression forwards, movement forwards. And then we've got nurture. And I'm so drawn to the bouquet of flowers here as well. Like the fact that like there's lack of romance, and flowers can be a really strong signifier of romance, can't it? Like red roses or whatever, any kind of flower. So I do feel like the romance, I feel like the romance is going to change. I feel like maybe you've been so used to things not being very romantic or, you know, passionate in some way. But I feel like that's about to shift. I feel like you're going to be receiving some flowers. Somebody's going to buy you a bouquet of flowers. This could be on a first date, okay? It could be they present you with flowers when you first meet. It could be they buy you flowers on the date, or they send you flowers after the date. You know, it feels quite old school, but it feels really lovely. You know, we've got abundance here with Jupiter. Like it's going to feel like a lot. You may even be a little bit worried if it's too much. Okay, you may be a little bit like, you know, is this love bombing? You know, are they being too intense? But it may just be you're just not used to that. You're not used to that kind of romantic treatment. But it's good to be self-aware, isn't it? And to assess, okay, is this person going over the top? Or are they just trying to express their romantic side? Only time will tell, obviously, and how it takes to get to know a person. And I feel like it's going to cause other people to be envious. That's why I feel like envy has come through. Because what you're going to be receiving is so enormous, is so out of what you've been receiving for a long time. Like, I feel like it's going to put other people out of their own comfort zones when they see what you have. Like what comes next, like it's going to be big. So again, it might be people in your life have put you in a certain like pigeonhole, and they see you as, you know, that you may have not had your love life together in some way, perhaps. And that made them feel better. But then seeing you now have it all together, that creates an uncertainty or an insecurity within them. It makes them think, oh, wow, now that group one's got it together in love, or they found this amazing person, like they may have felt sorry for you, but now they're feeling envious. Okay, yeah, it's definitely envy coming through, and you don't feel envious unless there's something good to envy, right? I don't feel like this is you either, group one. I mean, there's a possibility because energies do interchange. So unless you know, you can identify that feeling within yourself that you often compare yourself or relationships to others, you know, it could be. But my overall sense is that this is more about other people. Sorry about that. I just had a call come through. Now, I can't recall exactly where I was, but it segues perfectly into going into the next deck. So let's do that. Okay, I'm going to look at the Tarot del Fuego. What's coming through next in love for you? What's coming through in love? What's going to be happening next? Okay, we have, the Ace of Wands. Okay. King of Pentacles. The Empress. Temperance. Ooh, the Towers. A lot of major arcanas coming through here. Goodness me. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, the Sun. Okay. Okay, your love life's it's gonna be a little up and down, but like I said, there's a lot coming through. There's a lot of intensity. Things are not going to be dull. That's the first thing coming through. Things are definitely not going to be dull. So if you have been bored, not a lot's been going on, that is going to flip on its head completely. I mean, with the Tower here, you know, this is explosive, chaotic, you know, a shake-up of your love life. That is what is coming through, a shake-up in a big way. Wow. Okay, I feel like somebody is going to come towards you here. There is an ignition. Okay, this is like being asked out. This is being asked out on a date. Okay, we've got this King of Pentacles here. So it could be an earth sign person, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, but they could have that energy dominantly within their chart. But it also could be a work connection, being that there could be a money connection between you. But yeah, I feel like this person is going to ask you out. I definitely see this person asking you out soon. Okay, that's coming. Now, this person may have like a baby mama, for instance, or a child, or, they could be a single parent. Doesn't matter, male or female, could be. Okay, but it feels like they're turning their back on this woman or this other person. So you may notice that this person has recently exited a relationship. Okay, that could be something they let you know. It may not be something they let you know, but I do feel like there is a sense of them distancing from another person. It could also be that they've lost their mother. Okay, their mother, they could either have mother issues, or their mother could have recently passed. Or it may be that, again, that's something they talk about, even if their mother passed away a long time ago. It may be something they broach on the dates, perhaps, or it's something that just comes up naturally. And this may be a way in which you identify, who this is. Now we've got the Temperance here, which is Sagittarius energy. We've got Taurus energy, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. But there's a blending, like this is giving me like alchemy vibes, like turning something into something else. Like Jesus turning water into wine. Interesting. So it's like you may turn some pain into something positive. Okay, or you may turn one connection with someone into something else. I don't know. I don't know what this means exactly for you. Because I almost feel like what that is hidden. Even her face is like hidden there. There's something hidden here, but it feels like, there's a transmuting of one energy into something else. Because it could even be, I don't know, like you go on a date with somebody and then you turn out to be really good friends, or vice versa. You meet up with somebody as a friend and you end up lovers. I don't know. But there's definitely a big shake-up here. The Tower is about upheaval. It's exciting as well. It's exciting. It's passion. It's fun, okay? But I mean, sometimes the Tower isn't always fun. It can be devastating at times. It depends on the context of the reading. In relation to your reading, though, Group 1, I feel like it's a positive thing. I feel like it's passion. I feel like it's fun. Sagittarius is also, long distance travel or partying, like spreading the seed far and wide. So I feel like this may be part of the abundance as well. You may have multiple people that are actually vying for your affections here, Group 1. Okay, and maybe that you're actually seeing multiple people going on different dates, or going out on dates with people that are from a different ethnic background to you. But then we have got here this Knight of Pentacles reversed. So it may be that this King of Pentacles turns into, that could be part of the transmutation. It could be somebody approaches you, but then they distance themselves from you. Okay, because the Knight of Pentacles reverse is like a not giving to something, not giving you something, like walking away. Or like, not giving enough effort. It's like laziness. But then the Sun at the very end, it's like it's going to be for your own good. So it may be that there's a perceived rejection that happens. Like from your perspective, you may feel rejected, or somebody's left you, or they can't be bothered anymore, but it's going to be good for you. Because there's something much better around the corner. We've got this abundance. We've got the Ceres, nurture. I feel like they're going to buy you flowers, the right one for you. And again, not always the right ones, obviously. But I feel like somebody really special is going to give you this gift. I really, really do. But let's get some more information here. What's coming next in your love life, Group 1? What's coming next in your love life? Right, this healing card just flew out here. So we've got healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by white light. Oh, I just added in the white there. Didn't say white. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Okay, and I'll just pull one more and I'll read them out. Okay. One sec. I'm just going to make sure these heart-shaped cards are all the right way up, because otherwise they're impossible to shuffle. Okay. So it is important right now to take a step back and spend time alone. Instead of placing your focus on one another, now is the time to give to yourself. And then balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay. So yeah, I do feel like this is a sense of you finding yourself here. And even though I don't feel like I said, your love life is going to be boring, I see a shake up here. I see people asking you out. I see some, like I said, this person specifically is definitely going to ask you out soon. Because again, this is next in love. This is not like the next 6 months or the next year. This is what's next. So I do feel like something is healing here. Now, this could be, I mean, I don't know. It could be that you heal a relationship with someone else, but then you move on. Could be. I didn't even think about this being a reconcile. But obviously for something to be healed would mean that it would need to have been in a place that needs healing, right? It would need to have come apart in some way for it to have been, or be in the place of being healed. So you'd have to have history, right? So interesting. It could be that a connection you had with someone is going to heal. You may get back together, or this may be that you actually do go your separate ways. You decide to throw in the towel. Because it's important to take a step back right now. This could be part of the healing as well. You know, you could decide, it's time to place your focus on yourself rather than this person. And this is what helps to create the balance that is needed. You know, love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it, you know, or agreeing just to be in a relationship just for the sake of it. It's better to be alone than to just be with someone just to be with somebody. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. And I feel like that's definitely what you're needing, because maybe you've had one or the other. You've had just a supportive relationship and it's all been rosy, but you've not felt that it's helped challenge you in ways that help you to grow. Or that you've had one that's just full of challenges but zero support. So again, it's finding that balance, finding, you know, somebody that helps bring you out of your comfort zone a little bit, but also supports you when you want to stay in your comfort zone. And I feel like for you to find that balance, you do need to step back. There is a need to step back from, that's why I feel like all this door to romance, the thinking man, all of this came through, the Saturn, the restrictions, because there is healing needed and only you know what it is right to do. Okay, whether you feel the healing is needed by you walking away or the healing is needed by coming back together. Okay, but either way, there's some kind of past relationship that there needs to be some level of closure on. And you can only get closure within you, no matter what somebody else says or does. It's still a path of self-discovery. It's something you can find out yourself. But I feel like this will be key for you, taking a step back, placing your focus on yourself. And I feel like it's that energy there that then causes you to transcend things. This is when I feel like things are going to all take a turn for you. And again, this might be what causes people to feel jealous, because they're not seeing all the work or the struggle that you've been going through up until the point when you seemingly have everything you want. You know, they're not seeing how much pain you've been in, all the frogs you may have had to have kissed before. But it's just to let you know, it's going to look almost picture perfect on the outside to other people. And they're going to struggle with that. But it's coming in. You have a relationship coming in, group 1. I can feel it. It's going to be a nurturing relationship. It's going to feel like you have more than what you could have imagined. It's going to bring you so much happiness. And it's going to be one that is balanced. But in order to get there, it's like, next, the healing is coming. The healing is coming. The taking a step back and being alone. Then things are going to shake up here. Okay, group 1, I really do hope that this resonates with you. Please do feel free to let me know in the comments below if or when it does. And if you would like an extension of this reading or your own personal reading, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care. Okay, group number 2. Let's see what is next in love for you. What is coming next in love? Okay, so just remember what's coming next. It's not like your next 6 months or a year. It's just the immediate future. What is coming next? Oh, in your love life. What is this? Poised. Okay. What is coming next in your love life, group number 2? Breathe. Round and round. Thinker. Okay, let's look at the star codes now. What's coming next in love for you? What's coming next in love? Vesta. The 6th house. We've got 244s here. Ooh, that's an interesting synchronicity. So you may be seeing the number 4 a lot, or 444, or 4444. Okay. What's coming next in love? What's coming next in love for you? Okay, trine sextile. Oh, the sun. That's right. Okay. So what's next in love? Now with poised and breathe, all of this is it's a very still, very calm, tranquil energy I'm picking up here. I even feel quite calm with this reading. So that could denote that there's not going to be a huge amount going on here, like next. Because round and round, this can denote a cycle that's continuing, something that seems to be going, round and round in circles. But then it feels very peaceful here. It does. But then it's like, I feel like this is you being ready. Like maybe you're only just starting to feel ready to put yourself out there again, to start dating or to make some kind of a change. I don't know. But right now it feels like, you're like in a waiting room. That's how it feels. And maybe that's how you feel. Maybe you feel like you're waiting for the right person. Waiting is never good though. Waiting for something to happen. We should always just be focused on moving forwards. But, I know how it can feel. Of course, it's not easy if you feel like you're waiting for something and it's not arriving. But again, in the same breath, I feel like you're okay about it. Like you seem pretty chill. And that's how I see things being moving forwards. Like I feel like there is this desire for love, this desire for change, this desire for passion in your life. Because I feel like you've been really focused on work, group 2. With the 6th house, this is like your daily routines, your habits, your health. This might be you've been really focused on your health and your body or your physical appearance more. Well, that's more ascendant energy, I suppose, but still could be that's an area you've been putting focus into. But again, it could be your career or really focused on your daily routine in some way. And I feel like there's a sense of being at peace with that. But then I feel like here with the Thinker card, there is that part of you that's wondering, like, is there more that I could feel happy about, with the sun beneath it here? Like I feel like even though you feel at peace, and I actually get the sense maybe you've got some good friends. It's like the three energy, the trine energy, 3 people. You could be a part of a threesome, like friendship group. I don't know, it could be a third party situation in terms of love, but I feel like you'd know about that by now. And I'm not really seeing that much else where in the reading, but we'll see as we continue moving forwards. But the number 3 is standing out there, being in like this perfect harmony connection with others. So it maybe you've got a lot of other fulfillment in your life, but you just don't feel like you've got the fulfillment of, romantic love like coming next. Okay. And I do feel like it's going to cause you to go into this place of, deep thinking, questioning your current state of happiness, wondering if you could feel any happier, wondering if you would feel any happier by having someone. Because that can all be a facade. You could feel like you're with your soulmate, but that in and of itself is not going to make you happy. It's always a state of mind and being that will determine how happy you are. We can decide to be happy, as hard as it is sometimes. And obviously we shouldn't always choose to be happy. Sometimes we have to feel sad as well. And that's okay. But it's like waiting for somebody else to complete us, to bring us happiness. It's just, again, it's like being in death's waiting room. It's never going to happen. You have to be able to focus on your own life. You have to find happiness within yourself. And then anybody that comes in is just going to add to it, or they should add to it rather than take away from it. And so, I feel like this kind of cycle that you're going in is going to send you into a state of deep contemplation. Okay, I really feel like it's going to help you. And of course, there are always things that can make us feel happier. But it's still important to find that happiness in the present moment, even if we are looking towards our future goals and things that we would like, that yes, could bring us happiness too. But it's not to say that just because we get one thing, we're always going to be happy. We're still going to have our down days, down moments. But yeah, I just feel like this is also something you're wanting, is to keep the cycle of peace continuing. Because I feel like you've come to this place where you are so tranquil or, at one with yourself, that you are not prepared to let a relationship or a potential relationship bring you down or to negatively impact you if you don't feel like it's right. I feel like this is you being in the state of, when I know it, it'll happen. It'll feel right. There'll be like the sextile trine energy where, like with this, in astrology, these aspects are flowing in perfect harmony. They're all getting on with each other very well, rather than it being like the square aspect, which is tension and arguments and conflictions. So yeah, like I said, I don't feel like there's nothing negative that I see here next. But it feels like it's going to be peaceful, but it's going to bring some awakenings here for sure. It's going to cause you to think for sure. So let's just get some more information here about what is next. What is next in love for you? What is next in love for you? Okay, we have the Lovers. Oh, I didn't even blink or notice it when it came out. That's strange. Oh, the Sun card. We've got double Sun. But they just seem to have come from nowhere. I've not seen anybody else here until now. Interesting. 8 of Pentacles. 2 of what? 2 of Cups reversed. That's weird. The Empress reversed. Temperance and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, bit of a mixed bag with the Tarot now. Bit of a mixed bag. Like I said, overall, I still feel like it's mostly positive time what's coming next. But, it may be that there are a few other obstacles or things that trigger you. Now, we've got the Lovers card, which, as you can see, this is like 2 people coming together. Now, this could be that you end up getting close and having some fun with somebody. Okay, so it may be something that doesn't get too serious. I'm not seeing like a long-term commitment here, unless you're already with someone. If you're already in a relationship and you're just wanting to know about love next, it could be that you and your person have a bit of a break. Okay, could be. But there's a real closeness here between you and someone. But then interesting, look how there's 2 heads here, and then the third. So yeah, this could be that there's a third party energy here. Could be. Obviously, it's your free will, it's your choice, but there's no judgment here on my part. Just letting you know. But it's a conscious choice. These 2 people come together. It's like, neither one is kind of pressured into it, or I don't know, doesn't feel like they want to do it. It's like both people want this. They want this. Only the 2 people though. Yeah, so I feel like you are going to come together with somebody. But you won't be making any of the effort. That's the first thing. You won't be the one trying. They're going to make the effort towards you. Because again, you're in the one in peace. You're in this very feminine, receptive energy. Like, I don't feel like, this is you making the effort. I feel like, again, you're going to be very much focused on your work, your career, your money, or again, something very physical, a project, your body. Like, I feel like, and you're going to be very happy. That's the thing. I feel like you're just going to be focused on your own happiness. And this is what's attracting in this person and potentially other people as well. But the reason I say I'm not sure if it's going to last is because the 2 of Cups has come out here reversed. So this could be something that ends just as quickly as it began. Okay, and it may come with some rejection. Okay, or I do feel it's going to come with some rejection here. Now, I'm not sure which way around it's going to be. I can't see it at this stage. It may come through with the Lover's Oracle, which I'm going to pull in a moment, but it could go either way. And I feel like maybe that's what you're meant to know at this point. Because things may change too much if you were to know which way around it is. Because I don't know, if you knew that it was them that was going to leave, then you may, I'm not even going to date them then if they're going to dump me. But then vice versa as well, Why would I bother if I'm just going to end up dumping them? So I think, best leave it anyway, but because I'm not seeing it. Who is going to do it? But someone is going to feel rejected. And there is going to be, this separation here. Now, it could have something to do with a mother. That kind of energy came through in Group 1's reading as well, which is interesting. Now, it could be that they have a child. They could be a single parent. It could be their own mother. They could have mother issues, or their mother has passed away. I don't know why this mother keeps coming out reversed today. This empress, this queen, but she can also be somebody that's very feminine, but then isn't very nurturing with it, or like isn't like a natural mother of some kind. And I don't know what she's going to have to do with this, but there's a connection here. And then the Temperance. Yeah, I feel like for you, you're going to end up in a good position one way or the other. But I don't see you being, wanting to either get into any commitment with somebody or, wanting to go to the next level. I feel like you're very much going to be focused on just chilling, but being more casual. That's the energy of Sagittarius. It's mutable fire. It's more sort of casual, maybe meeting a few different people, testing the waters, seeing what really works. Because sometimes we don't really know. Sometimes if we meet the one, it's like we need to kiss the frogs first. We need to know the difference between, how it feels with the wrong person and the right person. It's like if you never have the comparison, it's sometimes not as easy to know. So I feel like this will be a really good thing for you, Group 2. So definitely keep your options open. I don't even need to tell you that because this is what I see happening. This isn't advice. This is your future, what's happening next. So yeah, again, I feel like what's going to happen isn't going to phase you too much. Even if you do go through some rejection, I don't see it holding you back. I see you remaining very positive with all of this sun. Very, very positive, really optimistic. Again, with that Temperance, Jupiter energy. Like, I don't feel like you'll let it get you down for long. It may cause you to start rethinking things. Maybe the way that you date or the way that you communicate, what you share or don't share. Because again, like every date or relationship you enter, you can learn something from. And so I do feel like there is going to be a high learning process for you here, because Sagittarius also rules higher learning. So let's just see what else is coming through here. What's going to be happening next in your love life. Oh, secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Okay. I'm just going to pull these two without looking at them yet. Let's see. One more, please. One more, please. What's next in love? Okay, let's have a look. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So that resentment, that could be about, again, like if you've had a lot of knockbacks, for instance, in love, and maybe you do feel resentful towards where you stand now, or that nothing's really happening. Could be. If you feel like you are holding on to that, then just know that it is distorting your perception. But the thing is, I've not seen over like that much emotion coming through here, really. Again, I've seen you being very, very calm. Like not really high, not really low, just kind of stable. But maybe this is, and it's like you have to come to this place of calm, because maybe you are naturally a very emotional or sensitive person, and maybe that's something you've noticed. Maybe you've learned to slow down in relationships, or to take your time, because maybe you can attach very easily, or maybe you run away, you scare very easily. Either way, it's like, as it says, the emotions can distort our perception, can't they? They can cloud our vision, they can cloud our perspective. So it's really important to try to remain as balanced as possible, to not push down the emotion, to feel the emotion, to name whatever that emotion is. But then once you do that, you take power over them. You don't let your emotions control you. You control your emotions, or rather, you control your reaction to your emotions. The same with our thoughts. We can't control what comes in, but we control how much we input into it. How much of our time and energy we're going to invest into those thoughts or emotions. And again, when we feel our emotions, when we just give in to them, they tend to pass on much quicker. Like if you're just feeling like one day you just need to cry, for whatever reason, and maybe it's through anger, maybe it's through sadness, but you just feel you need to cry, but maybe you don't want to cry in front of other people, and you bottle it all up. But then you decide not to let it out later, and then it ends up manifesting in so many other ways that causes blockages. Whereas if you excuse yourself instead and you say, hey, I'm just going to the bathroom. You don't need to tell anybody, but you just let yourself cry. Obviously the best way, I think everybody feels much better to cry alone, I think, because when you can really just let it out and express yourself in that way. But once you do that, you lean into it, and then you're not repressing it, and then it's not going to start manifesting as blocks in other ways, and it won't start clouding your vision in the same way. But anyway, enough about that. We've got a secret admirer. Somebody has their eyes on you, okay? Somebody, I feel like it's this lover's person here. Somebody's definitely coming in. Even if it's not something, like I said, that lasts, or it's on and off. You know, we've got the physically apart. This could be as well that it's a long distance connection. This could be you meet, you come together, but then, you know, you're drawn apart because you don't live in the same place. That could be why the separation has come through. So yeah, it could be. Though we may be physically and spiritually apart, we are always, I can't read it properly. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united. For love transcends space and time. So, wow, okay. There's definitely somebody special coming through here, for sure. Even if it doesn't, because, oh my God, so I've just thought, the Five of Pentacles could be the pain of missing that person, of course. Okay? But either way, yeah, it's like there's the fun, and then I do see the separation of some kind here. But, you know, we don't know what's next. You could end up coming back together. You know, that'll be in the next part of the reading. You know, you could always book a personal reading with me, and we could delve into that more deeply. Totally, you're cool. But either way, I feel like something really special is coming through. Whether or not it's meant to last, I feel like it's definitely meant to teach you something. And it's meant to give you some fun as well. You know, you've been so chill. And I think you want to remain chill, but you do need a scratch itched. Okay, and I feel like this is going to do that for you. So I really do hope that this resonates with you. Please do feel free to let me know in the comments below if or when it does. And just know how much I appreciate you for being here today, Group 2. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care. Okay, group number 3. Let's take a look at what is next in love for you. What is coming next in love? So yeah, just remember that this is a what's coming next in love reading. It's not the next 6 months or next year. So depending on what comes through, just know that the energy, of course, will change. This is just the next thing. Okay, so what is coming next? Oh my goodness. I just had loads of cards jump out, but one was the transformation/death card. It was reversed, but we'll see. If it comes out again, it was meant to be. Okay, let's see. What's coming next in love? What's coming next in love for you? Rest and rejuvenate. Triumph in reverse. Why? Oh my God, what the hell? The fertility card. This is the Empress card. She's come through every reading today, but each time in reverse. So I don't know what's going on here. There is definitely a pattern emerging through these piles. Okay. Now each pile, I can already tell they are different, but there is a similarity here, and it's to do with a mother. Okay, it's to do with a female, a mother, their mother, mother of their children. Unless they're the mother of their children, I don't know. But it's weird that she's reversed. Sometimes this can show people that have passed away, but it can't be that everybody's mothers have passed away. That's ridiculous. Or everybody's having miscarriages or fertility issues. But I guess, yeah, there's many different ways, you know, with sort of feminine reproductive issues. I don't know. It's just strange. It's really strange that she's come through 3 times, like I said, consecutively in each reading. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Like, maybe there's something I'm picking up on, like, more globally. I don't know. Strange. Please do comment. Let me know if you know what this might be about, because I can't pinpoint that. I really can't. But in terms of what's coming through, what's coming next, I mean, to start off with, I mean, rest and rejuvenate and triumph reversed. So this does feel like, yeah, it's going to be a little quiet to begin with. Like you may, like next, I don't see like a huge anything really big changing just yet. Like, I feel like you're taking some time out to like recalibrate. Now, maybe you've just come out of a relationship, or maybe you've been dating a lot and you just don't feel like it's been working for you. You know, triumph reversed, it's a sense of failure. And then passion ignited there as well in reverse is a sense of, yeah, your passions being dulled or pushing them down or repressing them. So, yeah, I don't know why that fertility is there. But, you know, even in terms of your love life, fertility reversed is a lack of growth. Okay, so you may feel like next there's not a huge amount of growth or change happening, but we'll see. Interesting, because we do have now the 5th house, which is the 5th house of passion. It's the house of fun. It could be the house of more of, you know, like the intense kind of beginning of a relationship, the kind of physical aspects of a relationship. Okay, we've got the 2nd house, we've got the Gemini card, pollinate, and then we have Pisces, sensitize. What's coming next? Okay, Yeah, it's weird because even though this is a love reading, I feel like a lot of people at the moment are maybe not as focused on love. Okay, or maybe, you know, there are going to be other things that take precedent in your life, such as creative projects here. We've got this 5th house. You know, as you can see, even in the imagery here, it's like an artistic easel, paints. So yeah, if you might start a creative project, okay, something that you are very passionate about, something that you enjoy, that, you know, you can really use your imagination with. Now, it may also be something to do or connected to money here, to buying something. Like you may have a large purchase that you want to make. And it may be connected, again, to your creativity in some way. Or in some way to your sexuality. I don't know why, but that's coming through. Like, yeah, something that maybe you want to buy or save up for. Or it could be that you're wanting to make money out of your creativity. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like that energy either way is taking you away from love a little bit. Like it's taking your focus away from it, which could be a very good thing, especially if you have attachment issues or, you know, an over attachment to love or finding the one, because that can end up backfiring. So this may be that, you know, you've taken heed of those messages prior and you're really focused now on, you know, your goals, your future, what's, you know, is going to bring you money, what's going to put food on the table, what's going to light you up inside, you know, what's going to inspire you and drive you. Because there's such a contrast with all these first 4 cards to these second 4 layers of cards. You know, the first 4 is very much lackluster, failure, nothing, lack of growth, no passion, no fun. And it's like the opposite of this has come through here. So, yeah, I do feel like there is a shift coming, but it may not be directly related to like romantic love right now. But like I said at the beginning, remember, this is what's coming next. Okay, it's not what is 3 months from now, 4 months, 5 months. This is next, immediately, within the next, I would say, 2 weeks to 30 days at the most. Okay, so yeah, it's not like you are necessarily going to be short of options though. I mean, we have the Gemini cross-pollinate. I actually feel like this could be online dating here. You could be on a dating app or you could be talking to more than one person. But it feels more like talking rather than meeting at this point in terms of what's coming next. And maybe you meet somebody, it could be you meet somebody on a night out, okay, or a party, because the 5th house is Leo energy and it can represent parties and events, that kind of thing. So it could be that that's where an opportunity presents itself for love or for fun perhaps. But that's what I'm seeing here with the Gemini. Like there's a lot of back and forth. Like there's a lot of communication. Gemini being ruled by the planet Mercury, which rules communication and thoughts are mind. So I feel like, yeah, you're not going to be short of communicating in terms of love. Like I feel like there's going to be, yeah, maybe more than one person you're going to be chatting to. But I also feel like you're going to be very, very indecisive, okay, coming up. Like you're not going to be sure. Now, it could even be like you see somebody, you meet somebody that has like the creative side to them and you connect in that way. But then you see somebody that has maybe, you know, their lives together financially or in terms of their career or, you know, their home and stability. And you're flip-flopping between those two different people who have different elements of their lives together or that align compatibly with yours. Okay, because both Gemini and Pisces are both very flip-floppy, indecisive signs. I'm not saying the signs that, if you are a sun sign, Gemini or Pisces, I'm not saying you are indecisive, but you probably think you are. Every Pisces and Gemini I know openly admits that they're indecisive. But just the signs themselves, they're mutable, so they are changeable. So I feel like, there's a lot of change, like there's a lot of flip-flopping, a lot of being unsure. So I don't see you feeling like you have anything concrete in place as such in terms of what's coming just next. Okay, but let's get some more information here. What's coming next in love for you? Group number 3. What's coming next in love? Interesting. There's so many synchronicities, but I don't want to spoil it and give it like the way that the readings have aligned here is weird. But you'll know if you've watched one or more of the piles, you'll see what I mean. The Lovers reverse. What's going to be happening next in your love life? The Devil. Well, that is a new one, I will say. That has not come out once yet. Okay. 7 of Cups. Queen of Cups. What's next in love for you? The Sun, and that one's come out all the time. Do you know what? It's crazy. So no matter what's going on in love, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be happy. I can see that. Wow. Okay, but anyway, last card before I look at the Lovers Oracle. Ace of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry if you can hear my stomach rumbling. Shush, stomach, not yet. We feed you in a moment. Okay. So the Lovers reversed. The Devil. The 7 of Cups. So there's some sort of split here. So you may have just split with somebody, or maybe you've just, like I said, called time on something, even if it was just like a one date scenario or situationship. Or they may have called time on it themselves. Okay. I'm not seeing how this came to an end. I'm just seeing a split here. But then the Devil next to it, there's something that quite toxic about it. Maybe that's something that you picked up on. Okay, or maybe that's something that would have happened in the relationship if you had continued. Okay, because I've not seen any kind of sense of a toxic energy come through until this point. The Devil can be very obsessive, even possessive or controlling at times, unwilling to give in. Temptation as well. So it could be that you're also tempted. Maybe you feel tempted by someone, maybe somebody that's already in a relationship with someone else, or tempted by somebody that has those kind of devilish qualities about them. But like I said, you're going to have more than one option here. 7 of Pentacles is options. Many options at your disposal. Group 3. I feel like there's a lot of people admiring you at the moment. Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely in your either strong divine feminine energy or strong divine masculine energy. Like you are seeming like a really good catch to a lot of people of the opposite sex. Maybe even of the same sex too. But yeah, so you're not going to be short of options with what's coming next. That is a given. I mean, maybe there are actually going to be 7 specifically. Could be. Lucky you. Okay. And I just feel like you're going to be appreciative of it. I see you being really happy. I mean, look, Queen of Cups, the Sun, the Ace of Cups. This is joy and, feeling like everything's working out in your favor. And there is new emotion coming through. So this could be something that is different from what you've experienced recently, because this feels more like a sort of physical, sexual attraction in nature, whereas this is more, like real, like loving feelings, where you really start to feel like, oh, somebody cares for me, or I'm starting to care for this person, but I'm not seeing the person there, which is interesting. But remember, this is what's next. So it's going to feel like you're going to have multiple options, but I do feel there's a hidden gem in there. Okay, there's a hidden gem, somebody that's actually going to trigger you emotionally to connect with them. Whereas you're not going to feel like you connect with everybody on that level, but one person you will. Now, it could be that they are Leo dominant or Pisces dominant, possibly Gemini here as well, but Leo and Pisces are the strongest signs coming through here. So I feel like, there is someone or something special perhaps around the corner for you. But for now, I feel like you're going to be entertaining these other options, but again, also entertaining these creative pursuits, or alongside with your financial pursuits or your possession pursuits. Oh yeah, no, I wasn't looking at the tarot. We're going to clarify and finish with the Lovers Oracle cards. Okay, so 3 Lovers Oracle. What's next in love for you, group number 3? Right, let's see. Lovers Oracle. What's next in love for group number 3? Lovers Oracle. What's next in love for group number 3? Okay. So the first card we have, Sacred Union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Oh, yeah. This really has taken a turn I wasn't expecting. Because, yeah, I really feel like one of these options that is coming next is going to be truly sacred, is going to transform. Like, I feel like you'll see this person at first as like one of many options. Like, I don't feel like you're going to identify this person as being someone special just yet. And, that's part of the positive thing with dating more than one person or having more than one option, because you're not putting too much investment in one person. You're really giving everybody a fair shot or a fair chance. And it's like, yeah, because that's the thing. You want them to all be on an even playing field. So you can determine which one feels right. Because again, say you've got 8 dates lined up, but you go on 7 of them and 7 of them feel mediocre. Let's just say mediocre, not even bad, just meh, where it's like, meh, I wouldn't mind seeing them again, but I'm not bothered if I wouldn't see them again, And one date stands out. That one date where you felt something more and you're like, I definitely want to see that person again. Who's going to stand out? That one person. But for instance, if you only went on a date with that one person, would they stand out in the same way? Maybe not. But again, if you're meant to be together, I suppose they would. But this is where I feel like you are being called to ask that within yourself. If you could do anything, what would it be? If you could be with anybody, who would you be with? Out of all of the people that come through? Or, in terms of actually, what would you do in terms of dating? Like, what would you do? Think about what you would do. And maybe it's about also seeing what that other person would do. Like, do they plan the perfect date without even thinking about it? And then you realize that this person is made for you, or you're made for each other. But yeah, you're being called to listen more to your heart than to your mind. Okay, because I feel like your mind has been, calling all the shots, and the mind is the one that always calls the last shot. But even if the heart has made the decision, it's still the mind that decides in the end what to do. So I feel like, yeah, you need to listen more to your heart, less to your mind. Like I said, it will still filter back up to your mind because that's how you will come to a decision. But yeah, to focus more on how you feel, what emotions come up, good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter. Just notice what you feel. And your relationship will transform. Okay, so yeah, keep your options open. I mean, I don't even need to tell you that because it's going to happen. You're going to have multiple people coming to you. And again, I feel like it's because you're not investing in it. I don't see you actively seeking out people. Even if you are on online dating, I feel like you're taking it very, very relaxed, very, very casual, not giving a lot to it. I feel like you're so focused on yourself, your own goals, your sense of self-worth, your independence. I feel like you've got it together in so many ways, and your self-love, that again, you're attracting every Tom, Dick and Harry here. So you get to have that choice as to who you feel is going to be the best match for you. So there we go. Exciting what's coming next. Please do feel free to let me know in the comments below if this does resonate or when it does resonate. But if you would like to book a personalized reading with me, or an extended version of this reading, you can book with me through the link in my website, which is just below. Either way, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, Group 3. Take good care.